Okay, question 3, 2019, we're asked to fully factorise 3xy minus 9x plus 4y minus 12. So this expression has got 4 terms in it. In the first 2 terms, we can factorise out 3x. And if we take out a 3x, you're left with y minus 3. In the last 2 terms, the most we can factorise out is a 4, and this would give 4 on y minus 3. So we reduce this down then from 4 terms down to 2 terms. And in these 2 terms, they've both got a y minus 3 in common. So if we factorise out the y minus 3, you're left with 3x plus 4. In part B, g of x then is 3x ln of x minus 9x plus 4 ln of x minus 12. So then using your answer to part A or otherwise, solve g of x equals 0. Now the only difference between the expression given in part B and the expression given in part A, instead of y, we've now got the ln of x. But you can see in the first 2 terms of g of x, we can factorise out the 3x and you're left with the ln of x minus 3. In the last 2 terms, if we take out a 4, you're left with the ln of x minus 3. And again, with these 2 terms, we can factorise out the ln of x minus 3. This means you're left with the ln of x minus 3 times 3x plus 4. And then we have to equate that equal to 0. So we're going to let both of these factors separately equal 0. So we're going to have the ln of x minus 3 equals 0 or 3x plus 4 equals 0. So this means the ln of x equals 3 or x equals minus 4 over 3. Okay. However, you cannot get the log of a negative number. So you cannot get the ln of minus 4 over 3. So that means we cannot use x equals minus 4 over 3. So the only solution is going to come from the equation, the ln of x equals 3. And if you get the exponential of both sides, this just means x equals e to the 3. Next of all, we want to evaluate g dash at x equals e, corrected 2 decimal places. So the function g of x is 3x ln of x minus 9x plus 4 ln of x minus 12. The first thing we need to do is to differentiate this function. Now, the first term is a product of 2 functions. So what we have here is 3x times the ln of x. So the first term, we're going to have to use the product rule on this. Okay. Now, in the maths and formula tables, the product rule is defined when y equals u times v. The y dx then is u times the v dx plus v times the u dx. So if we let u equals 3x and v equals the ln of x, then if we use the product rule, so you can think of this as the first differentiate the second plus the second differentiate the first. So the first is 3x. If you differentiate the second, so if you differentiate the ln of x, this is 1 over x. And then doing that the other way around, the second is the ln of x times, and if you differentiate 3x, that just gives 3. So you can see we've got 3x by 1 over x plus the ln of x by 3. If you differentiate minus 9x, that just gives minus 9. If you differentiate the ln of x, that's 1 over x. So if you differentiate 4 times the ln of x, this gives 4 times 1 over x. If you differentiate any constant, it disappears. So here the x's cancel. So we're just left with 3 plus 3 times the ln of x minus 9 plus 4 over x. And then if we substitute in e for x, this means g dash of e is going to be 3 plus 3 times the ln of e minus 9 plus 4 over e. And using a calculator, this means that g dash of e works out as minus 1.53.